Hey guys, it's so good to see you today. Or not really see you, but virtually meet with you. I've been waiting a long time to make this video, so just wanted to provide an update on my bariatric surgery. So if you don't know, I had surgery, gastric bypass on July the 8th, 2020. So that is almost 8 months ago. Today is March 3rd, 2021. So there's been a lot that's happened since then, and I'm so excited to share it with you guys. I know that I had tried to make a video like at 3 months and then at 6 months, but 3 months I wasn't quite ready to make a video. I didn't feel like I had made a whole lot of headway, and I wanted to not disappoint my fans. And so I went ahead and held off on making a video, but I was really looking forward to making one at 6 months. Unfortunately, at the 6 month mark, I was only 85 pounds down, and I had hoped to be at 100. So it was exciting to make a video. At the same time, I really wanted it to be something special for myself and for everybody else. So I wanted to go ahead and wait until the 100-pound mark. So yay, celebrate with me. I weighed in yesterday morning at 208, and that is 145 pounds down from last April 21st of 2020. So almost a year ago, and I'll try to do a video, a short one, that day, because it will be special to me just for that reason. But as of today, I'm down 145 pounds, and I have lost 100 pounds since surgery in July. So not as well as some others have done, but I'm still really excited to be here, and I'm almost in the 100s, so I'm excited about that. I just wanted to kind of tell you guys how I'm feeling and just kind of how it's gone overall. I know a lot of people have messaged me or asked me, and I don't have a whole lot of time to meet with each person, even though I would love to. But I just wanted to tell you how I'm feeling. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling like I have energy. I'm not feeling like I have really more energy, I guess, but still feel much better. I can do a lot more. So I guess I do have more energy. I just don't feel like it. But I can do a lot more things than I could before. So I can tie my shoes, bending over instead of having to get on the couch and lift my leg up and all that fun stuff. I can take my dogs on long walks. I can do a lot more things. So I'm really happy to make the quality of my life better from the surgery. So. But I do feel good. I don't get lightheaded. I don't feel dehydrated most of the time. I feel really good. I feel like I feel like the same person. I mean, a lot of people say that they've dealt with a lot of bad feelings, I guess, whenever their hormones start changing. And I really kind of thought that might be me, but it's not. So I'm really glad that everything has leveled out and evened out. I feel like it's gone really well. So a day in the life, I just kind of wanted to share what it would look like a regular day for me in the new bariatric lifestyle. I went ahead and kept going on this Baritastic app that they recommended through my dietitian. Kept recommending to log my food, log my water, keep me consistent. And I've kept that up, but I guess a lot of people don't, because she seemed surprised whenever we had our 6 month check-in and I still was doing that, logging everything every day. So it calculates it all for you. You don't have to put anything in, so to speak, except for like a barcode, or if you have something from a restaurant. Of course, you can't put the barcode, but you can type it in, and usually it's in the system already, where you can just plug it in and say that you've eaten it that day, and it keeps track of everything from calories to carbs, which I know a lot of other apps do. But anyway, the Baritastic app is what I've been using. And so a day in the life of that, of eating itself, is usually I have an egg in the morning. I've actually kind of bumped myself up to 2 eggs. And I feel like I've gotten to be a pro. So on my birthday in December, I tried my first time to do a fried egg. So going back, I have tried multiple times to learn how to do a fried egg. You would not think it would be that hard, but I wanted to flip it without breaking it. And so on my birthday, the day I turned 33, I did it. The trick is whenever before you put the egg in, is to get a little bit of butter and put it in there, melt it all over, and not a whole lot, just a little bit, and go ahead and crack the egg. You put the lid on top. I just started cooking on a gas stove, a gas stove. And whenever you put the lid on it, let it cook for probably 30 or 45 seconds, and then you get to get the edges, and then you get to going like this with it. 1, 2, 3, and then you watch it and you kind of do this action with it. And you get an egg that's not broken, and that's perfect. So I've gotten really good at that. I don't really care for scrambled eggs much. I've moved on to the fried egg. But you've got to have enough butter in there to make it all slippery and make it flip so that it'll be perfect whenever you get it. But that's usually my breakfast. I do, if I go out for breakfast, it's usually the $1 breakfast burrito at McDonald's, and eat 3 bites of that, and then take about a 10-minute break, eat 3 other bites, and then I'm good. So usually my meals are about 6 to 10 bites. That's about as much as I can still hold. I thought I'd be able to take in more by now, but I guess I'm not sure when that's going to change. But right now it's just perfect. If I eat about more than 10 bites, I feel disgusting. And if I only eat like 3 or 4 bites and stop halfway and not take another 3 or 4 bites later in like 5 or 10 minutes, I'm usually really hungry. So 8 to 10 bites seem to be about normal, even with soup, which is kind of stinks because I really love soup, but I do get really full on soup really quick, just as I would with anything else. But so a day in the life, 2 eggs for breakfast, or a little breakfast burrito with some pecani sauce. I usually don't do that, but more than once or twice a week at the most. For lunch, I usually do a soup. So I kind of go back and forth. I really don't get tired of soups, but I go back and forth from chicken taco soup, beef taco soup, and chili. That is a copycat recipe of Wendy's. If you follow me on Pinterest, I have the recipe that I use on there, and I'm telling you, it tastes exactly like Wendy's. I don't know if you guys have ever tried Wendy's chili, but it is amazing. And once I figured out I could make it myself with lower fat beef, sorry, I had a notification come up. Once I figured out how to make it just right, like I like it, and with the ingredients that I know are in there instead of all that MSG stuff that they put, I actually like mine better now. So I've been cooking a lot, and I'm going to kind of go over some recipes in just a little while. But I usually have a soup or the chili for lunch. I pre-make it and then set out 3 or 4 bowls for the week, and then freeze the rest. And then, of course, the next week I usually get it down or make another one and put half of it in the freezer. So I eat a lot of soups and stews for lunch. So for dinner is usually whenever I go add some carbs to my lunch. So I don't have a whole lot of carbs, breakfast or lunch, usually. But usually for dinner, I'll allow myself some carbs, not usually like potatoes or bread. Those are still pretty much off limits, even though I do have tortillas a lot. But I don't have like bread. I don't keep mashed potatoes on hand. I don't keep chips on hand, just because it's too tempting to pick that up and start eating it again. So I'm trying to make it a challenge and not buy things that I want. If I want them, I'm gonna have to get up. I'm gonna have to go out to the parking garage. I'm gonna have to go down the parking garage. I'm gonna have to put my seatbelt on, get my purse together, get everything together, and it's going to be difficult and long to get a hold of something. And I kind of like that challenge because it really makes me not want it. And if I'm like, I have to go through all of that to get to that food, then I'm not going to do it. So it really helps me anyway, not having it on hand, even though my fridge is usually bare. It really helps me. But what I do keep on hand is usually frozen. So I do like frozen shrimp. I have some frozen fish. I have some frozen steak fingers. So a lot of what I eat, in the evening is breaded. So that's kind of instead of, a lot of things instead of keeping chips or doing breads or something like that, I usually just get my carbs by having something that's breaded, which I know is probably not the best habit to get into, but I cook it in the air fryer. I actually can't have deep fried foods anymore. Anything deep fried has always upset my stomach. So bacon, I did a bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit one time from McDonald's, and that was a big mistake. The bacon upset my stomach really bad. Anything fried, so any sides that you get from restaurants, French fries, onion rings, tater tots, mozzarella sticks, all the cheddar bites, all of my things that I used to absolutely love, I can't have anymore, which is great because that's what got me there in the first place to the weight that I was at. So anyway, just can't have any of those fried foods, and it kind of did bum me out, but now I'm kind of glad it makes me sick because it eliminates a lot of things whenever I'm making a decision on the menu whenever I'm going out. And it's like, okay, you can have chicken, you can have steak, you can have salad, but you really can't have any of the sides. Of course, I don't have room for the sides anyway. I don't ever eat sides anymore. I just eat the meat. So anyway, that's what I have. That's kind of a day in the life is the 2 eggs for breakfast, the soup for lunch, and something from the freezer in the evening for dinner. I drink lots and lots of water with it. I still can't quite get past 32 to 40 ounces a day. I don't sip anymore though. Last video I told you that I had to sip my water, so it was really hard to get it in. Well, now I can like take drinks. I can drink from straws. It's much better. I don't feel as dehydrated. My throat still does get scratchy. Like right now I feel like I have a scratchy voice. I always kind of really do have a scratchy voice, but more so today because I didn't drink my water. So I can definitely notice when I don't drink my water, and I just feel really, really bad. So my exercise habits, I joined a cool gym in Oklahoma City at the end of December so that I could be prepared for the 1st of January. So every week, minus our huge snowstorm, I have been working out 3 times a week. So I work out 2 times a week with at the gym by myself, doing 30 minutes on the treadmill, and sometimes I do 45. I'll do 15 minutes on the bike. I'll lift weights usually for about 15 to 30 minutes. And then that's kind of been my gym routine. Well, I recently told myself, asked myself, why am I paying for this gym if I'm not using all of the amenities? So this gym that I joined actually has a pool, they have a sauna, they have a steam room, they have fitness classes that look really fun. I've actually never gotten to go to one. They have a tanning, they have massage beds. So I'm the member that gets all of that, but I don't use it. So my goal this week, before I kind of got held up yesterday, was to utilize all of that every time I go. Not all of it, but most of it. And so I'm really going to try to start going to the classes. I think that would be a fun way to get fitness in. I'm really going to start going to the pool. They do have a hot tub as well. So last week I actually tried the hot tub for the first time, and it was very relaxing. I just got to float my cares away and sit there and close my eyes and just kind of listen to the water, feel the water, and it was very relaxing. So I would recommend that for anybody who needs a little bit of stress and relaxation, letting go of that stress. It's a very good way to do that. I got to use the steam room, and guys, it felt horrible. I've never used a steam room before, and so I went in, and it literally felt like I was walking into hell and breathing in smoke that didn't smell like anything. Like I kind of felt like I was in a smoky bar that was so hot I couldn't stand it. So I could only stay in the steam room for like 3 or 4 minutes without absolutely like about to faint. So I went, and my hair blew up like an afro. But I stayed in there that long. I didn't really know the health benefits of it. And so I asked this random chick who walked out, and she was telling me it's really good for your skin. And so I thought, oh, that'll be a nice little touch. You know, I still get breakouts like right here. I don't know about you guys, but I could really use that steam room and clearing up my skin. So anyway, I'm going to take advantage of that. That's kind of my routine. I actually started yesterday training for the Couch to 5K. If you've never done Couch to 5K, it literally takes you from the couch to running a 5K in 8 weeks, working out 3 times a week. Now, whenever I work out 2 times a week at the gym, and then on Sundays with my mom. We either go walking at a local park or we go to the gym if it's too cold. Lately it's been too cold, so we've been going to the gym, but we like going outside better. Anyway, Couch to 5K, I can only really train for 2 nights a week. I don't have much time to. So I've expanded that to 12 weeks instead of the 8 weeks that it tells you to do it in. And so hopefully by May 31st, I will be able to jog a 5K. And guys, last night was the first time that I've ever jogged at 4.5 speed. So I've always ran really, really slow. It's not even jogging. It's like fast walking. But it was my form of jogging because I couldn't, like I was too big. And so anyway, I got to 4.5 running, and I was walking at 3.5, which if you know anything about the treadmill, that's a pretty good fast-paced walk. It's not leisurely at all. So I was working up a sweat. My hips really hurt today. But anyway, I would encourage anybody to use the free Couch to 5K app if you're interested. If you're interested in running, I really find it a release. It's hard. Sorry, my dog just burped. I really find it enjoyable after like 10 minutes of running, like when you get to that point of being able to run that long. But I feel like it's really hard until you can reach that point. Last night, it wasn't that hard. So there was 8 segments of running, and I didn't really get tired until the 7th and the 8th running. Sorry, I don't know. I keep hearing something over there. But anyway, those are my exercise habits. And if you are interested in running a 5K or interested in running the Oklahoma City Memorial Marathon in October, let me know. Shoot me an email or shoot me a DM me. And I would love to have a running buddy if you'd like to start training. 5K is not that far. 3.2 miles. Of course it is whenever you can't walk yet. But it does get easier, and that app is way easy to use. So I would encourage it, or recommend it. So my sleeping habits, I just wanted to go over that. So I don't have a spouse, and so nobody tells me if I'm snoring or not. I don't know until we go on a cruise, and my mom is like, I could not sleep because you were snoring. So I never know if I'm snoring or not. My dogs don't tell me. So actually, I was over taking a nap. I think it was on Christmas. I was taking a nap at my parents' house, and I totally fell asleep on the couch and was just sleeping away. My mom, whenever I woke up, she told me I didn't snore, and I was like, oh my gosh, I don't snore anymore. And so, of course, I'm pretty sure that has to do with the weight. But I don't snore anymore. So I do sleep very soundly, and I really always have. I sleep with a sound machine, and so I don't really hear much of anything whenever I'm sleeping. But I have been really trying to get a full 8 hours of sleep each night, because sleep is good for anybody's health. But sleep is very, very beneficial whenever you're trying to lose weight. Your body just can't regenerate itself in the cells and everything like that whenever you're not sleeping the way that you should. So that's kind of been something that I've been really working hard at, is sleeping 8 hours. and my sleep habits are great. So I don't wake up in the middle of the night to use the bathroom anymore. I used to wake up 1 or 2 times to use the bathroom, and I don't wake up anymore. So I literally go to bed, I fall asleep in 30 seconds, I sleep my 8 hours, and I wake up, and it's the best thing ever. I love not having to wake up in the middle of the night. I do still overeat. I have had some struggles with that. It's really hard to stop eating whenever something tastes so good. And just because you've had surgery, it doesn't change your mind about the way you think about food. You're kind of forced to think about things differently anyway, but that doesn't mean that you don't still want to overeat, even though you know it will make you feel absolutely horrible when you're done. So I do still overeat every now and then, actually I kind of feel bad preaching this thing on a video because about 2 hours ago, I went down to the vending machines in my apartment. They have vending machines in the basement. And I went down and I went down there to get something sweet. So like a Snickers, a Twix, something just to hold me over. I was going to eat like half of it. Well, I did eat half of it, but the deal is I got 2 other things and a soda. I don't drink soda much at all. So it was a special treat, and I really only drank like 2 gulps. And now I kind of feel sick, but not only did I get the Twix, not only did I get the Coke, but I also got a package of Cheez-Its, which are my weakness. Those are like my chips. And a thing of Skittles, which is kind of weird because I don't really like Skittles that much, but they looked good and they sure did taste good. So I had a bit of everything. So I had like 2 bites of the Twix. I had like 8 Skittles, and I had like 8 Cheez-Its, and then I feel absolutely horrible right now. So, I mean, it kind of goes to show you that just because you change your stomach, it won't change your way of thinking, and it kind of stinks because you've got to, that's something you can only do yourself. And I feel like my brain has changed in some ways. I'm actually in this group through my works, wellness program. It's called Thrive. So if you work for the state, it's through Thrive, and they have this class going on right now. We're actually almost towards the end of the class, and it's called Am I Hungry? And I have found such great tools to use in the book and the workbook. I just got a magnet the other day. In fact, let me go get it. I want to show you guys. Hold on just a second. Okay, so I'm back, and this is my magnet. I don't know if you can see it, but it says, am I hungry or just bored? So it recommended, this book, Am I Hungry, recommended that you get one of these magnets of some sort. You know, I ordered mine on Etsy from this lady named Lauren Allen, shout out. Anyway, I got this magnet, and it's supposed to help me when I'm hungry or whenever I'm going to the fridge and I'm debating, am I hungry or am I just bored? Actually, am I thirsty? Am I hungry or am I thirsty? So it's a great way of visual reminder that whenever I'm going to the fridge to ask myself, am I hungry? Yeah, go ahead and eat if you're hungry. But if you're just thirsty, drink, because if you eat when you're actually thirsty, it's not going to satisfy it, and you're still going to be hungry. So anyway, I've learned a lot through this course that I'm taking, and I find it very beneficial. So shout out to Am I Hungry and Michelle May, because her book, Love What You Eat What You Love, or it may be opposite. But anyway, great book. Haven't read too much of it, but I've been doing this study, and it is so beneficial. Just little tricks and tips and tricks like that. Enjoying your food. It's like a mindful eating program, and it is so helpful. So definitely recommend that. So I know I'm getting up to 25 minutes, and I'm trying to cut it off. So let me just finish this. My phone's actually about to die, so I'm going to get through this. 3 recipes that I really, really have liked. Me and my mom, I actually started enjoying to cook. I really still don't like cooking for myself, but I really do enjoy cooking for my mom and dad. On Sundays, that's kind of what we do, is I go over to my parents' house, or they'll come over to my place, and we'll cook together. So it's a good way to just have fun. It's a good way to talk about the week. It's a good way to discuss what spices and things that bring a lot of flavor to your food. It's just fun. I really enjoy it. And I don't know really why I didn't enjoy cooking before weight loss surgery, but I've had to really cook for myself to avoid fast food. That's what I used to eat a lot. And so anyway, probably the 3 favorite recipes that we've made, that I've enjoyed is the taco casserole. And again, I'll put this recipe in the comments, or if it goes to YouTube, I'll put it in the description of the video or something, so that you guys can get the recipe. But they're bariatric friendly recipes, well, for the most part. The taco casserole is a bariatric recipe. It's really good. You use ground beef. Well, maybe you use ground turkey. I don't know. I'll have to check. But it was really, really good. We actually added chips, which is the whole point, is to avoid carbs. But we added chips. I only had like 2 or 3. So, I mean, everything in moderation. But that was a great recipe. We used riced cauliflower for the first time instead of rice. It was so good. Another recipe, which actually wasn't bariatric friendly, was the chicken pot pie. Chicken pot pie is awesome. We also had a tuna casserole, like a traditional old-fashioned tuna casserole. We actually just had that again this past Sunday. But it was so good. So I'll put a few of my favorite recipes in there because they really, really are good, and they're really pretty good and balanced for you. So anyway, I encourage you all to cook your own food so that you know what's in it. I know we can't always cook our own food. I know sometimes it doesn't always taste the best because fast food has that MSG in it. But once you get used to your own cooking, you actually like it better than everybody else's food, I think. There's a chicken crust pizza that we also cooked. We cooked that a long time ago, like whenever I first had surgery. You make it with ground chicken and just top it with your favorite toppings. We did all veggies since the chicken was the crust. It doesn't taste like chicken though. It's so thin and it's so crispy that it tastes like bread. It tastes like thin crust pizza. So if you like thin crust pizza, you'll like this recipe. So I'll put it in the chat and see who else likes it. I love your feedback on that. So one last thing I wanted to leave in my video is so a message I heard at church recently was about winning the war in your mind. I think that's the one that it was from. But I wrote it down because it really stuck with me. And the point of the message, well, one of the quotes from the message was, successful people do consistently what others do occasionally. So the reason I bring that up in a weight loss video is because these no chins, well, I've got some chins still, but I mean, you can see how much that I've lost, especially my face, especially my shoulders, things that you guys can see on video. But it doesn't happen overnight. Change doesn't happen overnight. Change takes day after day of work. It takes time in your mind to reframe things. We just talked about that too. But instead of saying to yourself, well, all I have in the fridge is, all I have in the pantry is some chips. And you're like, okay, well, what can I do with chips? Well, I could not put them with dip. I could maybe make a little sandwich out of them. I could eat 3 or 4 instead of 10 or 12 or the whole bag or whatever. So successful people do what consistently what others do occasionally. That includes going to the gym. Going to the gym consistently. Going to the gym occasionally is not really helping you. Going to the gym consistently and making an intentional decision to go and time out of your schedule, putting it on your calendar. My mom, my friends, they all know that I put everything on a calendar, and I honestly cannot think without my calendar. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do next. I don't know if it's to go wash my car, or brush my dog's teeth, or check my mail. Like, I don't just naturally do those things. I have to write them down because I want to be intentional on checking them every week, especially the mail, especially if I'm checking for a check or something like that. So anyway, I encourage you through my video to be successful and to consistently do something that you're trying to do. So if you're trying to lose weight, consistently eat right. If you're trying to lose weight, consistently go to the gym. If you're trying to lose weight, consistently cut out pop, soda, because that's what's going to make the change. My journey has only been, since surgery, has only been 8 months, and I really hope to lose the 58 more pounds that I'm trying to lose between now and the next 5 or 6 months. But I've got to stay consistent, and I've got to even stay consistent. It's more important to stay consistent after I lose the weight. That's going to be the difficult part. I've known people who've had weight loss surgery and gained it all back within like 2 years because they didn't stay consistent. So this is not just a diet. It's not just a quick fix. It is life-changing, and after I get the weight off, I've got to stay consistent because it's not going to change anything if I'm not consistent. So I encourage you today to be consistent. Thank you for watching my video. Again, I'll put those recipes in there. If you have any feedback or would like to give some encouragement, I'm always down for encouragement. I really appreciate all the supporters, all my fans, for supporting me and just giving me the motivation to keep going. Thank you for all your prayers. I really do appreciate them. Please keep me in your thoughts and prayers as well, that I'll stay consistent and that I'll just remain vigilant and intentional on things that I need to do to serve out my purpose. So thank you for watching my video, and I hope to talk to you guys at the 1 year mark, which will be July the 8th of 2021. Hopefully we won't be under COVID restrictions or anything at that point. I'm really looking forward to see what July of 2021 holds. I'll try to make a video at my when I reach 100 or into the 100 pound marks. That's only 8 pounds away, so I don't know if I'll make another video or not, but thank you for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.